Hello students, welcome to Chowdhury Academy. In this video, we are going to learn about acids, bases and salts from Chapter 5 for Class 7 Science book. I am sure, after watching this animated tutorial, all your doubts will be clear. You will be able to answer all the possible questions asked from this chapter and of course, without reading dozens of books. Let's start the class.
We have lemon, bitter gourd and sugar. Some of these foods taste sour, some taste bitter, some taste sweet, and some are salty. The sour, bitter, sweet and salty taste of foods arises due to the presence of acids, bases and salts in them. In the 17th century, chemist Robert Boyle first labeled substances as acids and bases. In this lesson, you will study about the properties of acids, bases and salts. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define acids, bases and salts. List the properties of acids and bases. Explain indicators and its kinds. Describe the function of indicators. Define neutralization. Many of us like sour taste of food. You must have noticed that sometimes juices we sip are sour in taste. Generally, sour tasting substances contain acids. Some fruits contain citric acid, which is sour in taste. The origin of the word acid is the Latin word acer, which means sour. Acid is found in natural substances like fruits and vegetables. Have you heard that sting of an ant or a bee contains acid and causes the burning sensation? Different food items contain different acids. Citrus fruits like orange, grapes, mandarin, lemon, etc. contain citric acid. Vinegar found in our kitchen is dilute acetic acid. Ascorbic acid is found in guava, orange, raspberries, etc. Malic acid is found in many fruits. Apple has quite rich in absorbic acid. Most of the children love more cheese in pizza. Cheese and curd contain lactic acid. We wash our clothes every day with soap. Do you know which kind of solution it is? Soap solution tastes bitter, and on rubbing on the palm, it gives a slippery feeling because it contains base. Thus, those substances whose aqueous solutions have a bitter taste and a slippery feel are called bases. Water-soluble bases are known as alkali. The word alkali is derived from the Arabic word alkali, meaning ashes, referring to the original source of alkaline substance. Students, the chemical name of lime is calcium hydroxide. Lime water is prepared by dissolving lime in water. Milk of magnesia is a medicine which helps us in digesting our food. It contains magnesium hydroxide, which is a base. The baking soda used in making cake, breads, and in other bakery items contains sodium hydrogen carbonate. When your mother cleans the window, put a drop of solution she is using on your palm and feel it. You will feel slippery on your palm. This is because cleaners are made of ammonium hydroxide, which is a base. We use chalk in schools for writing on the blackboard. Is it a base or an acid? Chalk gives a basic solution when dissolved in water. It is called calcium carbonate chemically. Do you know you feel relieved on applying baking soda on ant sting? This is because baking soda neutralizes the acid present in ant sting. Now that we know what an acid and a base is, let us find what happens when an acid is mixed with a base. An acid and a base combine to give salt and water. Let's do the following experiment. Add some phenolphthalein to dilute hydrochloric acid. The indicator remains colorless in the acidic solution. Now we add a solution of sodium hydroxide in the small portions. At a certain point, the indicator changes color, which means that the acid completely neutralized by the sodium hydroxide and some excess hydroxide ions are present in the solution. Reaction produced to salt, sodium chloride and water. The reaction of acids and bases is also known as neutralization reaction. Sometimes we feel inflammation in our stomach. Why is it so? Our stomach secretes hydrochloric acid, HCl, a very strong acid which helps us to digest food. But too much secretion of acid in the stomach causes inflammation. To relieve the sensation of inflammation, an antacid is taken. Antacid contains base that neutralizes the excess acid in stomach. Soils which we use for cultivation can become acidic or basic in nature. The basic soils are treated with organic compounds which release acid. Thus, the soil becomes neutral. Many factories release the acidic wastes which, after falling in the water bodies, damage them. As a result, living organisms of water die. The acidic wastes are neutralized with the bases like slaked lime before their disposal. Students, how can you find that a fruit is acidic or basic? You can easily test the acidic or basic nature of a substance by making a simple indicator solution at home. You will need beaker, gas stove, petals of China rose, a clean glass bottle, 3 small glasses, lemon juice, soap solution, and distilled water. Pour some distilled water in a beaker and heat it on the gas stove. Heat till the water becomes warm. Then to this warm water, add petals of China rose. Keep the mixture for some time till water becomes colored. Filter this purple-red water in a bottle with a tea strainer. This purple-red solution is your indicator. Then take small amount of this indicator in 3 small glasses. Pour lemon juice in the first glass, water in the second glass, and soap solution in the third glass. What do you see? You can notice that in glass 1, color changes to dark pink. Lemon juice is acidic in nature, so there is a change in the color of the indicator. You can see that there is no color change in glass 2. Why this is so? This is because water is neutral in nature. The color in third glass changes to green. Thus, we can conclude that the indicator solution obtained from China rose turns bright pink in the presence of an acid and green in the presence of a base. We can put a drop of this indicator solution in the desired food item to know whether it is acidic or basic. What is the taste of water? Is it sour or bitter? It is neither of the both, as water is neither an acid nor a base. The substances that are neither acid nor a base are called neutral solution. Litmus is a natural indicator. It is extracted from lichens. It has a mauve color in distilled water. It is available in the form of a solution or litmus papers. You can test the nature of a solution by litmus paper. Dip a clean stirring rod into the baking powder solution and then touch the wet stirring rod to the red litmus paper. Red litmus paper turns blue, indicating that the baking powder solution is alkaline in nature. Again, dip a clean stirrer into the vinegar solution. Put 1 drop on blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper becomes red, indicating vinegar is acidic in nature. Let us perform a simple experiment. Take some hydrochloric acid in the beaker. Then add some phenolphthalein to it. Now add sodium hydroxide drop-wise to this solution with continuous stirring. After some time, the pink color slowly appears in the solution. When we add more sodium hydroxide, the pink color becomes brighter. On adding a drop of hydrochloric acid, this solution again becomes colorless. So, phenolphthalein appears pink in alkaline solution and colorless in acidic solution. It is colorless in neutral medium. Let us do an activity to understand neutralization reaction. Materials needed are a piece of chalk, vinegar and a test tube. Drop some crushed chalk in the test tube. Add vinegar to the test tube. Watch what happens. The chalk reacts with the vinegar. As the chalk reacts, the bubbles of carbon dioxide comes out. A white solid is formed on the plate, which is calcium acetate. Chalk is calcium carbonate. Vinegar is acetic acid in water. When they react, carbon dioxide, water and calcium acetate are formed. Thus, we can say that an acid reacts with a base to form salt. Let us summarize what we have learned. An acid is defined as a substance whose aqueous solution is characterized by a sour taste. A base is a substance whose aqueous solution has bitter taste and a slippery feel. A salt is formed when a base reacts with an acid. The reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization. Neutralization plays an important role in our everyday life. An indicator is defined as a substance which is used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic by means of a characteristic change in color. The solutions which do not change the color of an indicator are called neutral solutions. They are neither acidic nor basic in nature. The indicators that are found in nature are called natural indicators. Litmus is an example of a natural indicator which is widely used. Acids turn blue litmus red, whereas a basic solution turns red litmus blue. The reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization.
Thanks for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed it. Keep watching and keep learning. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask in comment section. Subscribe the channel Chowdhury Academy. Also press the bell icon to get notified when we upload a new video. Share with your friends and family.